Here at ETM 130 section 1 at SC4, we are going to be showing you our logic circuit for a PLC with an output of a light bulb using 3 push buttons and a override switch. And Mike is going to take it from here. He's going to explain our Boolean reduction to a smaller, simpler logic function and the commands and our inputs and outputs.
So we got this logic control circuit from our teacher, and this is our unreduced logic function. So the first thing to reduce, you want to factor out the B and D, which gives you the current equation, and then systematically you start canceling A, not A, not A, and that reduces down to B, not C, not C. So then you come over here, reduce that down, so then it comes down to B, D, not C. BD is a signature 1 since we've removed these from here. BD A on, reduce that down. BD not C plus BD A. Our final reduction is BD A plus not C. This is the ladder function for this. A, B, D turns on the function. If you use B and D, it will also turn on the function. A is an override for C. So here is our input structure. Push button is input B, push button for input D, a proximity switch for input A, and that is a PNP, a push button for input C, and our output is a singular light. So that our commands go as follows for PLC loading into the Micro 1 programming loader. It is load A, which we're using for number 0, or not C, our input 2, and B, which is our input 1, and D, which is our input 3, output X, which is the 201 circuit, and then you have to add the N function. Here's our truth table that we had figured out for this. So the only time that the light will be on is here when you have B and D, down here where you have A, B, and D, and when you have all of them pressed. So now over to our circuit. So our circuit goes as follows. This is A switch, B switch, C switch, and our proximity switch. Now our proximity switch is sourcing, so we have to run power and ground separately, and then we run the output to our microcontroller, which is a syncing function. We have to run a 24-volt common from this power source to here to get this to function properly. If you forget that, this will always be on to some degree. So now, with this on, we have loaded it into the microcontroller, set it to run. So now if we press these 2 switches, our light comes on. If we press both these switches and C, it shuts off. Now, if you would add the metal in front of the proximity switch, that is our override switch. And that is our circuit.